Brands want you to sell their product. You're making money together. You are helping grow their brand, and you are making a cut of your part in that. If you're watching this video, maybe you've established yourself as a lash artist, educator, and are ready to take the next step. If you're already an educator, it's going to be 10 times easier for you to establish yourself as a distributor or lash brand, because you can train your students with your wholesaler's brand, your own line, and offer your students lifetime discounts to your store. If you haven't established yourself as a lash artist or educator, it's still possible to be a distributor. You're just going to have to put in that much more work to build credibility and establish those connections. Watch till the end of the video to find out how I partner with brands to do it for as little upfront cost as possible. But first, make sure to like and subscribe if you want the inside scoop, multi-six-figure lash company as a college dropout. If your game plan is to increase your business's revenue by selling lash supplies to lash artists, listen up. I have done just that. I'm going to tell you about my failures, successes, and what I would do differently if I were to do it again. Okay, so let's hop into my story. By the way, I'm in my car because the audio is better and I don't want to disrupt any services inside the salon. I'm watching front desk right now. 18 months ago, I began selling a popular local brand I was already buying a lot of supplies from. It's easier to sell a product that you actually use and love in your everyday life and believe in. The brand and I spoke, and we established a discount I'd get for buying in larger quantities. This means that they're a wholesaler and I'm a retailer. My parents owned a wholesale company growing up, so I was pretty familiar with how that worked. My parents' store is now only retail, but I'd like to say I have a pretty good understanding of the partnership benefits and why just one company alone doesn't manufacture, supply, sell, all by themselves. You can get so much further and it's way more cost effective to partner up. This brand I'm talking about is located in my city, so lots of people in my geographic area use their products already, but they are located about 20 minutes away from me and are closed on weekends. I am not closed on weekends, never have been, and we saw an opportunity there. I knew this brand was an entity that I wanted to be affiliated with. They are professional, easy to work with, innovative, and well-stocked. Tip: think of 1 to 2 lash brands that you love ordering from, can't get enough of. You feel excited when your package arrives. Why are these your favorite brands? Are they innovative? Do they have great customer service? Do you get freebies? Really fast shipping? How is their social media presence? Is their website user-friendly? Make sure when you enter a professional relationship, regardless of if it's employees, educators, brands, etc., they're going to propel your company forward and contribute positively to the reputation of your company. You want it to be convenient to do business with you, and as a distributor, make sure that you're looking for that same quality in your wholesalers. It's going to be easier to work with local brands, newer brands, because you are collaborating with them as, I'm assuming, a new distributor. If you start with the big dog wholesalers, you're going to be treated as a big dog retailer. Look on those big brand websites. Oftentimes you'll see our wholesale program, and on those pages, minimum order quantities are often $4,000, $5,000. This means that they're probably not as hungry for retailers. Whereas if you start retailing for smaller brands, you're more likely to get those cross-promotion benefits as one of the few retailers of them. Network. I have never asked to sell a brand. I've always been asked if that was something I was open to. Be a company that brands are attracted to, want to work with, and they'll be more inclined to cater to you what you need from them. Be a company that they can trust sending their valuable customers to, and know you're knowledgeable about the product, that you're going to display it in a way that makes the brand look really, really good. And make sure that all your favorite qualities about that brand, you possess some of those qualities too. When I started selling lash supplies, I maybe bought $500 worth of supplies from the first brand. Really just some glues and trays. I wasn't selling a ton because I didn't really have a lot of capital to invest into that branch of my company. At the time, I was renovating my salon and I wasn't able to place large orders. This did not make me a reliable retailer, and people didn't really view me as a retailer. I wasn't making a lot of sales, but I knew I was in it for the long run. I'm the only lash supply store that you can walk into 7 days a week, 10 to 6 in my city. And there's no other company who even sells lash supplies in person on the whole east side of my city. Just because you have $1 million idea doesn't mean it's going to take off right away. Have patience, build strong systems, and trust the process. Month by month, I was able to add $500 to $1,000 worth of stock to my inventory, and we began having a few regulars who would pick up supplies at their appointments, or they would just shoot us a text and ask if they could pick up supplies. I've always sampled from Alibaba. to lower my operating costs as a lash artist, lash educator, salon owner. One day I found a sample tray that I really liked, and I placed a $1,200 order. I started to sell my brand as well. Typically, when a brand launches, they'll give out some freebies, try to get the word out there. I would have done that if my main goal was growing my product line, but I knew I was way more interested in putting money into my brand as a distributor, essentially carrying more stock for my wholesalers, where growing their brand, innovating with products is their main focus. You can only be good at so many things. So with my product line, the main objective, yes, was to lower costs, but it's kind of more of a slow and steady process that isn't my main focus as a salon owner and a distributor. You just can't do it all and be pouring your 110% into everything. About 10 months ago, someone else in my city who I was well connected with in the lash industry dropped a glue that was all the rage in my city. Something I noticed about the temperature and humidity of the glue is it worked really well for our climate where we live. And she launched her brand really well also. She knew she had incredible product and is very generous with showing people how to use her product best. I tried her products, loved her products, liked how she was conducting her lash supply business, and I knew that this was another great local brand that was going to boost lash supply sales in my store. So now here I am, year 2 of selling lash supplies. People can order online, we ship out same day, and encourage shopping in person. You can shop our supplies online at kissmylashbeauty.ca. I hope you found this video helpful. If you are interested in selling lash supplies, or maybe you already do, make sure you check out my video on how to launch a lash product line next, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday.